Previewing Sha Tin on Sunday, and race number 6 is the race we need to look at now, the Time Warp Handicap over the 1600 metres. And Beauty Spirit at the top of the book. His 1600 metre win was off a rating of 56. He's 50 out at the moment with a claim. Leading Fortune carries an extra £7 for his last start win. City Legend an extra £4 for a senior rider getting on board. Mission Bravo has the blinkers off. Embark goes to the 1600 for the first time at Sha Tin. Red Elise back in trip to the mile. Turquoise Alpha, his Hong Kong placing was course and distance. Dragon Commander returns to the turf. All wins have been 1600 metres or further. And Moonluck down the bottom, Nick the 14. 2 points off a class drop and minus the hood this week.
Yeah, there's a little bit of pace in this race as well as we take a look at the speed map. Cordyceps 2 is a horse who raced prominently last time and got the win over Leading Fortune, in fact. Mission Bravo, another one who can press forward. Joyful Heart also, in a few of his recent runs, he's been forward and hasn't run too badly. Red Elise also prominent as well. Writer's Reign, he's drawn out wide, so he'll have to try and find himself a bit of a spot. And Moonluck and Beauty Spirit on his inside pull.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? Writer's Reign went well last time, but he's just got drawn this awkward position, and Dragon Commander, I think, will get back here on the turf.
We are going to start with a last start winner, and Alexi Bedell, back from suspension, jumps aboard Leading Fortune, a horse he has ridden to victory in the past, and these are his thoughts on Leading Fortune this week.
Alexi, Leading Fortune is a horse that you'll get back on board this weekend, having won last time, so always nice to get on one in such good form.
Yes, correct. I think this horse is in good form recently. The trip and the distance suits him very well. I used to win on him a few years ago or last year, I don't remember, but he's a nice horse to ride over the mile.
If I may refresh your memory, you won on him in January of last year. In fact, the horse you beat was Cheerful Days, so that form's pretty good, and he won off a similar mark as well. Correct.
Yeah, that's correct. Well, I believe the horse is in good form. Last time his win was Plenty of Authority, so hopefully he can repeat that performance.
And just in his recent runs, obviously, John sort of changed the headgear around with him. It seems to have just brought him on that little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, probably. Maybe because of the age, and year after year, the horse get a little bit laid back, I suppose. And Blinker seems to work really well on him, and hopefully he can keep going in this way.
And also, it's good to have you back in action. Obviously, you've sat out the last couple. Beforehand, you were in such good form, so hopefully that can continue as well this weekend for you.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad to be back. Obviously, I think I have pretty good rides on Sunday, at least very competitive. I expect some good results.
He's a consistent horse. His Leading Fortune looks a main player again in this race. We move on, Paul, to our second replay. Red Elise third and Joyful Heart second. Have you got either of these two in?
I haven't actually, but look, Red Elise is quite a consistent horse. He got the perfect run here. He ran on. He's just another one just ageing a little bit now. He's an 8-year-old, is Red Elise, but it wasn't a bad run from him. He's actually 9, Red Elise. Did him a disservice there. And the one down the outside, which Joyful Heart, look, it was a nice enough run from him, but barrier 11's going to make it awkward.
He's on his last winning mark as well, Red Elise, so he's certainly in the right sort of ballpark, if you will, to certainly run another race. And I think even at the age of 9, he's holding his form quite well at the moment.
Big go this, Nick. Cordyceps 2 when he was able to get the prize and beat Leading Fortune, who, as we know, has come out and won since this race.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, add some solidity to the form. He's got £4 more to carry. He's not been dealt kindly as far as the barrier goes. He's got 14, and I mean, just to note, I mean, last time out, he actually won a 35 to 60 rated race. He won that off of 40. He's now rated 45. It wasn't as strong a race, but as it's proven, the form has held up, Paul, with the runner-up coming out and winning.
Yeah, and he did win really nicely when he did win that race as well, Leading Fortune. He's the one that has held his form in the past, so I think he's a little bit more consistent.
You were all over him last time, Leading Fortune. Paul, are you sticking with?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I've got him on top, Leading Fortune. I think he can go on with it now. So it was a really nice win from him. Light and Wanchi from barrier 3 with Zach aboard. He won't be too far away. City Legend, another one who's getting on in age. He's an 8-year-old City Legend, but the 4th behind Leading Fortune was good last start. And Beauty Spirit, now he's won off a rating of 73 before. He's right down on the ratings. He's coming back to Sha Tin after Happy Valley. He goes in there on a 4th line. 3, 2, 4, 1.
Yeah, I'm going with Right as Rain here in what is another open race. It certainly is the theme of the day, really, isn't it, outside of the Group 1s. And this horse, I've followed him a few times, tipped him a few times, and he's gradually working towards a win. So hopefully it will be achieved in race 6 this Sunday. Leading Fortune has to go in. Look, he's in good form. As we heard from Alexi there, he knows the horse well, and he has won off a similar mark for him in the past. Red Elise goes in, doesn't know his age, and he's in very good form. And Light of Wanshi also in as well. He was favourite when winning for Zach a couple of starts ago, and he is back on board this time in 7-3, 9 and 2.
It is Leading Fortune who's the early favourite to make it back-to-back victories. He's come up at 4.5.